Hey everyone, so let's talk about a huge shift happening in how we shop online. We're seeing AI evolve from just, answering our questions to actually buying things for us. So the big question is this the ultimate personal assistant we've all been waiting for, or is it just a much smarter ad? Let's dive in. Just imagine that for a second. This isn't some far-off sci-fi idea. This is what AI agents are capable of right now. It feels less like you're being sold something and more like you have a personal concierge who's just instantly finding you the best deal. And that seamless blend of service and commerce, well, that's the massive change we're going to unpack today. For years, we've pretty much used AI as an answer engine, right? We ask a question, it gives us information. But what we're seeing now is a totally fundamental pivot. AI is becoming an action engine. It's not just telling you where to buy something, it's stepping into the checkout lane on your behalf. And the big players are already taking two really different approaches here. On one side, you've got Perplexity's Comet, which literally takes control of your browser. It's navigating websites, adding stuff to your cart, and even trying out coupon codes for you. And on the other side, you have OpenAI's ChatGPT, which is embedding buy buttons right into its chat responses. The methods are different for sure, but the goal? It's exactly the same, to own that moment you decide you want to buy something. And this really gets to the core of why it feels so different for us, the user. It doesn't feel like an intrusive banner ad that's just screaming for your attention. Why? Because the AI is providing real, actual value. It's finding a better price or a faster delivery time. It feels a whole lot less like an advertisement and way more like a helpful service. So yeah, this shift goes way beyond just being a new ad format. It's really a new paradigm for digital marketing altogether. And there are three core reasons why this is such a game changer. First off, we have what's called super high intent. And think about it, it makes perfect sense. When you type, "Find me the best price on hypoallergenic dog food," you are explicitly, directly stating your desire to buy something. All that guesswork that advertisers normally have to do, all the data they pay Google for to try and figure out what you might want, that's all gone. The AI knows exactly what you want right this second. Second, this creates what you could call a zero-click journey. The old way of doing things was this whole funnel, right? You search on Google, you click a link, you compare products on a website, you add one to your cart, then you finally check out. Well, AI agents just collapse all of those steps into a single conversation. It all happens right there in the chat window, which of course keeps you inside their world. And third, and honestly, this is the most crucial point, is the value exchange. The commercial message is the service. It's not an interruption to what you're doing. It's the very thing that's providing you value. Whether that's finding a lower price or securing faster shipping or automatically applying some promo code you didn't even know existed. The ad is actually helping you. Now, anytime you have a shift this big, there are going to be clear winners and, of course, some potential risks. So, how does this whole thing impact the key players? Let's take a look at the brands, the AI platforms, and obviously us, the consumers. Okay, so this breakdown really reveals a core tension for everyone involved. For brands, the big prize is getting direct access to super motivated buyers, but the risk is that they could lose control of their own visibility to some mysterious AI algorithm. For the platforms themselves, it's a massive new way to make money, but they have to be careful not to look like a pay-to-play system, because that'll just erode trust. And for consumers like us, we get incredible convenience. Who doesn't want that? But the trade-off is we're sharing more data and getting recommendations without really knowing why. So, given those stakes, the big question for any company out there is, how do you adapt? How do you make sure that your products are the ones these AI agents find and recommend? Let's get into some actionable advice. The key, really, is to feed the beast the right kind of information. First, brands need to make sure their products have really rich, structured data. We're talking specs, reviews, real-time stock levels, so an AI can confidently recommend them. Second, they need to start playing around with the APIs these platforms will offer for inventory and pricing. And third, they have to totally rethink what ad creative even means. It's no longer about flashy visual banners. It's about crafting conversational snippets that sound like genuinely helpful advice, because that's the language the agent itself is going to use. So let's bring it all together. What is the bottom line here? Well, whether it's framed as a sponsored result or just a helpful discount, the end game is exactly the same. An AI that acts on our behalf at the precise moment where we're ready to buy. And this right here is probably the most important takeaway from our source material today. The brands that are going to succeed in this new world, they won't be the ones trying to game the system. They'll be the ones who see these AI agents as partners, working with them to deliver real, tangible value and utility to the customer. Which brings us to one final question for you. The next time your AI assistant finds that perfect item at the perfect price and buys it for you, will you see it as a genuinely helpful service, or will you recognize it as just a much, much smarter ad? That line is definitely getting blurry. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.